What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel Tech Galaxy, and this video is super exclusive, like exclusive of all. First time in a tech industry where we are doing a OnePlus 12 first impression video. No other YouTuber has done this first impression right now. Yesterday this phone just came out and I'm making a video today. This is so crazy work. And so just want to say, you guys, subscribe to Tech Galaxy because it motivates ourselves to like do more hard work for you guys, because our hard work is giving us something. So please subscribe to Tech Galaxy, and we're going to begin OnePlus 12 first impressions exclusive video of all time. OnePlus 12 breaks the barriers of smartphones and the last year OnePlus 11. This phone is whopping crazy in it's crazy in display, it's crazy in performance, it's crazy in cameras, it's crazy in everything, even in a design. Let's start a video. Let's start with design display, because design and camera I will going to tell you in the middle of the video. So let's start with display first. This phone comes with 6.82 inches 120 Hz LTPO Super AMOLED HDR supported display, flagship specs. But that's not a big highlight of this phone, because every phone has this type of specs. The biggest highlight which changed the smartphone industry is 4500 nits of peak brightness. Wow. Moment of silence. Like crazy. 4500 nits. That is crazy. Like the brightest of all right now, the brightest of smartphones is 3000 nits, which comes in Xiaomi 2 14 and iQOO 12. But it breaks the barriers of smartphones brightness. This is crazy. I'm impressed with OnePlus. And otherwise, it's a flagship display, so colors of the OnePlus, are always out of the world colors, and OnePlus phone colors are crazy all the time. Otherwise, for the like performance, this phone is using Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 4 nanometers processor, third phone with this processor. And it's a crazy processor, as you know, more than 2 lakh score. You can do high level PC level gaming at like crazy frame rate, and this is better for AI performance. It has 98% faster NPU. If you don't know, it's for the AI performance. And it's in, but for this phone, if you talk about this phone processor, it is 10% more powerful than previous OnePlus 11. And this phone is powerful, it's not a joke. 8 Gen 3 is super powerful, and it's a crazy phone. You can do PC level gaming, and this phone will have no issues. So from a performance and for connectivity is also latest. Bluetooth 5.4, IR blaster is given, Wi-Fi 7, USB 3.2 Gen 1. Every latest specs you can find is in this phone. And for the RAM, because in the performance you need a RAM, and this phone is using 12 GB of RAM, LPDDR5X RAM, and maximum is 16 GB, maximum is 24 GB. Like a normal PC, like if you take like just take Apple iMac M2 M3, that is like M3 Pro, that is like 36 GB of maximum RAM. I'm not talking about M3 Max, that's 128 GB of RAM, but that is 36 GB. Smartphones are getting closer to PC RAM. Smartphones are getting super crazy, super crazy. So for performance and display, this phone is looking super fantastic. And the battery is also big, 5400 mAh. We are naming steams, but this is the biggest for the one flagship battery. This is the biggest, because flagships are only usually at 5000 or 4800 mAh, but this is the biggest in flagships. Otherwise, this has 100-watt fast charging, 15-watt wireless charging, which is super crazy. And otherwise, this is IP65 rated, which is a downfall, because IP68 is casual in flagships right now, but this is a little bit lower. So now let's move on to some design and camera renders of this phone. So for the design, this time OnePlus has changed the design. Like, look at that new camera module. It's looking super nice, and branding is given. H means Hasselblad brand. And these are 4 quad camera. This one is telephoto lens, and this is crazy cameras. But the design of this phone is super amazing. Look at that beautiful color. Like, what a color. And I'm the big fan of OnePlus color scheming and designs and displays. So from a design, this phone is looking super crazy. And this phone is from design wise, because it's a crazy. And talking about weight, in the weight, this phone has 220 grams of weight, which is pretty, like, I would say, decent enough weight. But for the design, I will give design, performance, battery, display. This phone is already crazy, but the camera of this phone is biggest highlight. This phone comes with 4th gen Hasselblad cameras, and but if you want a specs of this camera, so the camera, this has 3 times periscope telephoto camera, which is not that much, but for a periscope, this is biggest. But of talking about the specs of this camera, this phone comes with 50 megapixel f 1.6 aperture, 1.6, wow. And another is 48 megapixel ultra wide f 2.2 aperture, and another is 64 telephoto lens, 64 megapixel telephoto lens with 10 to 3 times optical zoom, periscope zoom. And this is f 2.6 aperture with OIS. Wow, cameras are always good in OnePlus phone, and this is Hasselblad tuned cameras. So cameras of this phone will be in the next level, because last year OnePlus 11 was known for their best cameras and best performance. This year this phone will known for their best camera, best performance, and best display. And the camera is amazing. Talking about the video front camera, it is 32 megapixel f 2.4 aperture, which is pretty good. Front camera is also pretty nice. It's in a punch hole, given in a punch hole, and it's a crazy camera as well. And otherwise, cameras will be always good, and Hasselblad colors are always super punchy and pretty decent enough. So if you look at from all the angles, and talking about video quality, resolution, this can record up to 8K recording. It can do 8K video recording, which is in flagship is common. 8K is common. So if you look at this phone from every different angles, this is looking something crazy. Like, trust me, if you take my opinion on this phone, this is not a phone, this is a monster. And I don't know, like, few days after the S24 launch event is happening on like next year, and that phone, if that phone can break barriers of this phone, it will be crazy. So if you talk about my opinion, this phone is, for our first impression, this phone is crazy from OnePlus. And I'm so glad that this type of technologies are coming to smartphones, like the displays, 4500 nits, 24 GB of RAM. It's crazy. So amazing job from OnePlus, and I'm happy. And wait for our review on OnePlus 12. It's coming out soon, because the first impression, so review will come out a little late. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. And by the way, the Smartphones Award of 2023 is coming to our channel soon enough, so subscribe, because that award will be super crazy. So by the way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe to my channel. Just press that red bell icon. I'm over here, I'm watching you guys. Just press it good. Now subscribe to my channel. And this is I, as always, signing off. See you on my next exclusive video. This is I signing off.